Hello everyone, how are you all? Hope you are doing great and learning this language in a great way. So friends, do you want to speak English? But when you try to speak, you just get stuck, you just start fumbling. So what you can do to get rid of this problem? When you see the people who speak in English, then only one question arises in your mind, that when and how. When I will speak English fluently and confidently. If you are the one, then this video is going to be very helpful for you. So you stick with this video till the end, and I will give you the proper strategy so that you can speak English fluently. So first of all, if you are a true beginner, then you just need to understand that only learning grammar rules is not enough. Actually, if you are learning grammar rules and vocabulary and you are thinking that after learning grammar rules you are going to speak English, then you are not doing good things, because learning grammar rule is another part and speaking is another part. If you are just learning grammar rules and vocabulary and you are thinking that after learning grammar rules you will be able to speak English, then this is not the right things. You need to understand that if you want to speak, then you will have to speak. When I had started, then I used to do these things. And the result was that on that time, I was not able to speak even a single sentence. I always say in my starting days, my English was just totally pathetic. It was like, no, I cannot speak. I always think on that time. I used to think that, oh, English is too hard. I cannot speak English because I cannot speak even a single sentence. Then how it could be possible that I can speak English fluently and confidently? It is not possible. On that time, it was my mentality. But after some time, after some days, some month actually, when I saw if I am practicing a lot, I could speak English. Not fluently, but a little bit English I could speak on that time after 3 to 4 months. It was my strategy that when I used to find some time that I can now practice English or I can listen English. So in my starting, I was totally blank. My mind was blank. I didn't know anything that how to start English speaking journey, because I know that many people mostly they are learning English, they know the basic grammar rules, but they cannot speak even. So what you can do so that you can speak English fluently and confidently and effortlessly? So you need to understand, after learning basic grammar rules, you can start speaking. And now question arises that what we have to read, what we have to study about basic grammar rules. So I always suggest that if you are the one who don't know anything, then you need to, first of all, you need to complete tenses. Yes, only active voice, because active voice is enough. If you are a beginner, you don't need to think that after active voice what we have to do. If you are learning active voice, then just learn and then try to speak. Try to construct the sentences. Like if you are learning present indefinite, then try to make the sentences of present indefinite. If you are doing this continuously, then of course you are going to speak, not fluently, but you can speak at least English. If you are here on the scale of 10, you are on the 0, then you will on the 3 or 4. If you are learning basic grammar rules, means active voice, you don't need to learn conditional sentence, modal verb, passive voice, syntax, and you don't need to think that there are so many there are so many grammar rules in English. So first of all, I need to complete all the grammar rules and I should try to speak in English. No, it is just your mentality, because I would suggest you, if you know the basic grammar rules, then it is enough. Since I am making this video for true beginner, then first of all, I would tell you, if you are learning grammar rule, then you need to understand that if you are just learning helping verbs and main verbs, then it is not enough for speaking. Yes, if you are learning this, then just try to start using in your daily life. Yes, you can use present indefinite tense to mention your daily life. Like, when did you wake up? Then you can start by like this. I wake up in the morning at 6 a.m. Then I just, whatever you are doing, just you can mention it. Whether it is present indefinite or past indefinite. Then You need to understand that you have to use, not only you have to learn that okay, I'm learning this grammar rules, that grammar rules, that tenses, but you are not using that. You are not doing anything if you are just learning. Because if you are taking input and you are not giving output, then what is the use of this? No, nothing. Not at all. Actually, you have to just understand that if you are learning grammar rules, then you need to just uh, construct the sentences. You know what? What actually we do when we learn grammar rules, then we just try to construct the sentence. We don't use it and we don't speak from your mouth. So that's why we are missing speaking part. We are just consuming English. We are just consuming and we are not trying to speak. Then how it is possible that you can speak English? If you want to learn English, if you want to speak English, then you will have to speak. Not learning grammar rule, it is not enough. If you are just learning grammar rules and you are listening, then you are not going to speak. If you want to speak, then you will have to speak. अगर आप बोलना चाहते हैं तो आपको बोलना पड़ेगा. So, first of all, you have to complete the basic grammar rules and some vocabulary, and then after you have to try to go on the second step, and that is listening. Yes, I always say that if you want to learn anything, then first of all you need to listen. Yes, so if you want to learn English, if you want to speak English fluently and confidently, then you just need to listen English. And how you can listen? You can listen, you can watch simple English cartoons. If you are searching on YouTube that English cartoons, then there are so many cartoons available on YouTube platform. You can pick up anyone and you can watch. You know what? When I had started, I used to listen English speeches, and one day I was just listening a foreign speaker, native speaker, and in my beginning days, and I was actually, I'm telling you, I was not able to understand on that time. Now I can understand. Yeah. So I used to just on subtitles. So I used to turn on subtitles and I used to read the subtitles, and then I used to understand on that time, my starting days. And if you are just watching anyone, first of all I would tell you that you don't need to just listen native speaker or foreign speaker, because the accent they use, it is totally different from our Indian people. So you need to understand that if you are a beginner, then you don't need to listen any foreign speaker. In my view, listening is most important, and by listening you can learn. Of course you can learn English if you don't know the grammar rules, but it takes too much efforts, too much potential. So you need to understand that if you are listening, just turn on subtitles and just try to read. And at least I would say, because I have faced so many problems, so many challenges in my beginning days, so I used to just listen 30 minutes. Yes, every day I used to listen 30 minutes English speeches, English podcast, English movie, anything. I have watched so many, I will not say so many, but yeah, 2 to 3 movies only in English. But I have listened so many podcasts, so many cartoons, so many speeches. So I will tell you that I'm speaking in front of you. How? How I'm speaking in front of you? Because I have done so many things in my previous days when I had started. So practice is the only key of success. So in order to get fluency, you need to practice, practice, practice. So just try to practice English. Learn basic grammar rules, some vocabulary, and then listen English speeches or English podcast, English movie. You can read English book, and then after you have to speak. Don't learn only grammar rules or vocabulary, and don't listen only. Try to speak. Okay? So try to speak English no matter what. If you are taking input and you are not giving output, then it is not possible that you are going to speak English. So in order to get rid of this problem that you are, when you are trying to speak, you just get stuck. So only things is you have to practice and practice. And if you are a true beginner, then just try to learn some sentences and try it frequently. Like, how are you? Okay, I'm good. What about you? What is your name? Where are you from? Where are you going? Where did you go? Like this. And you have to use it. You have to speak from your mouth randomly. You can practice by this. So, first of all, you have to start by learning grammar rules, basic grammar rules. You always ask me that what we have to learn in basic grammar rules. Then the answer is you have to learn basic grammar rules, and that is active voice. Yes, active voice is enough. You don't need to learn more and more grammar rules. So from if you are learning grammar rules, then just start speaking no matter what, and listen daily 30 minutes and practice daily 15 minutes. It is enough. Of course, if you are doing it for few days, means 15 or 30 days, then of course after that you are going to speak English fluently and confidently. Not fluently, actually you will not fluent within 30 days, but if you are today zero, then that will fluent for you. Okay, so just start from today onwards. If you are thinking that you are not able to speak English, then just try from today. So okay friends, that's all about this video. See you in the next video. Till then, happy learning.